I'll be reacting to Yojouhan Time Machine Blues, episode 3. Hello, Carlito Dan. I'll be starting my reaction from the 1 minutes and 30-second mark in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. I really hope this is the episode where cool things actually happen. Because don't get me wrong, I've found some enjoyment with this series so far, but I feel like it doesn't have the pizzazz that the original series had at this point in time. But hey. Oh, that's adorable. Ha! I was like, nah. Although in saying that, the budget does feel noticeably lower than the original series, because when he was moving around objects, if it was, say, the animation staff of the original series, it would have been a little bit more fluid when he was moving objects instead of having like a few stills here and there. I really do. Oh gosh, he does recover soon, though. And saying that, here's something I do like about the consistency of the series. At the very least, when it comes to body gestures, they are decently animated. Whew. Whoa. Talk about condescending there. I mean, shit, if someone wants to change clothes, I'd say people should have the right of changing themselves if they want to, as long as it doesn't bug anyone else. Exactly what I'm thinking. Fucking good. That's essentially what they're doing, though. Damn, okay. Oh boy. It's a panic he didn't do something fucking crazy with the time machine. Oh yeah, Glasses dude hasn't had the opportunity of traveling back or forward in time yet. Oh wow. Thing is though, at least they're breaking it down to Hanuki now. Whoa. The thing is, even though you turn that to Hanuki, there's still everyone else that could fuck up the past, though. I mean, the thing is, though, they didn't really think it through, though. That's the issue. I'm assuming they want to counter themselves accidentally. Okay. That explains the fear at the very least. I don't think he sounds that weird. Speaking of which, man, that bathroom looks dirty as shit. I do like how, at the very least, they interplay some comedic tension, though. Because usually in time traveling stories, you would not want to encounter yourself, since it could cause some kind of paradox, or it could, at the very least, break time in some way, shape, or form. Oh, man, this could be way easier said than done. Ha! She's gonna have to put up with this shit, though. I've been okay. They've been using Akashi pretty well this episode, just seeing how forceful she is. Oh, it looked kind of creepy there, the way his head was moving. I thought for a second the bumbling oaf might have accidentally done something to the remote. Whoa! I'm saying that I'd say a character would be better off saying white at the end of the bath, though. I mean, those is kind of stupid. Him taking a bath actually does make sense. Well, damn. Oh, okay. That's actually a cool little twist where at least those three people there in the previous episode were actually Ozu, our main, and a frog looking motherfucker. Sure. Now I'm really gonna have to look at the details in the previous episode. At the very least, this series in a kind of like a subtle way kind of became a little bit like an Easter egg hunt type of thing. Just seeing any kind of like little details that were maintained from the previous episodes. I don't know. It was actually nice seeing one of the few moments where Akashi actually smiles at anything. Okay, it's weird seeing with his hair down. Not saying in a bad way, it just feels nervous. I admit, that shampoo does look fancy, though. I don't know what you just said, kanji user, but I can try translating it when there's a quieter moments in the episode. I love that cheesiness. Okay, that was good. That was good. Okay, now I'm really liking the creative usage of the art style here, where it looks like kind of like inverted. He actually did hit that mark. Kind of like how it feels a little bit like a theater now with like the fucking light just shining on him. Man, I wouldn't blame it for him. Okay, yeah, here's what I said earlier. Like, there are moments where there's a lot of stills, and this bit where Ozu was. I mean, at least when Ozu had his scene, there was like a lot of stills there, which is, again, definitely not up to the standards of, say, the original series. But for the most part, save for those bits where you have montages of stills, at least visually, this is more consistent than some of your conventional anime this season. Just again, not up to snuff though with the original from an animation standpoint. He may be trying to avoid that, but I got a feeling they're going to see him in like an humiliating state. You know, if he really wants to be forceful against those, he should consider punching him in the face. That might actually work. Oh, and sup, Sata? Andagi. Yeah, I already. No, I mean, thank you for the info. Mine, I did know about that though. That's exclusively on Disney Plus. But I think what the main character has to accept is what he his attempt at the very least. I'm surprised he doesn't punch Ozu more often. I mean, that's why they always do say you got to hit while the iron's hot. Now, here, I do like the animation for these few bits, though. Huh. Although in this instance, the risks are too high, though. Now, I understand wanting to seize the opportunity, but if they fuck with the timeline, they put themselves in deep shit. But then again, it's Ozu. I mean, in theory, it could happen. They can change things. But the risk there would be a little bit too. I like how they're all staring at Ozu and the main character. Kenya Bull. Fucking Ozu. He always likes to piss people off, but that's what makes him such an entertaining character, though. You never know what to expect from him. Whoa. Okay. Gotta admit, that actually does add a little bit of tension because if they easily can't find the time machine, then that adds an extra layer of tension because now they are kind of, well, they're not fucked yet, but they're going to have to constantly be avoiding their past selves. So, all right, this is actually pretty interesting. Now, in saying that, this episode, it felt like the previous ones where the humor was there. It just didn't feel as strong as the original series because there really isn't any moment that made me bust out straight up in laughter, like almost every other episode of the original Talk to Me Galaxy did, or if it wasn't making me bust out of laughter, I was like, oh man, this is intriguing. Here, this episode felt fine for the most part. I mean, the only bit that was really well done was when Ozu was tricking the main character into thinking that he was going to interfere with the past. And the bath bits were actually pretty good. But that's about it, though. But in saying that, even though, yeah, it ain't as extravagant as the original series from a dialogue standpoint, it was entertaining enough. And even though I didn't have as much as the previous two episodes, because episode 1 did well in establishing the setting, episode 2 did well in giving us stakes where if they were to mess up, the universe would be fucked. The only thing this episode provided narratively is, at the very least, establishing that they can't easily find the time machine. So, due to that, if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'll give this one a 5.5 out of 10. It was an all-right episode, but it has some flaws, though, because aside from the dialogue not being as witty as, say, the original series, something else that kind of went against this episode, too, was the animation quality was actually a bit visually worse. And let me explain what I mean by that. There were a few moments here and there where you had, like, a montage of stills whenever characters were doing something. And it just lacked the full motion animation-wise that the original series had in similar moments. Which, again, gotta comment on that because the original Tatami Galaxy, it did set the bar high for visuals. Like Sun Saru, they're not putting in as much work as Studio Mappa into the visuals. So that's why overall, it's like, yeah. So far, this series feels like a downgrade in every department. Writing, directing, storytelling. The only thing that has stayed consistently solid, though, despite the change and all that, has been the voice acting, though. I will give credit to the voice acting. The voice acting continues on being good. And the music is actually pretty pleasant. So it ain't like there aren't any redeeming qualities. And yeah, that's essentially how I feel about this episode. Although, in saying that, I guess there were some positives because I did like the characterization with Ozo, seeing how much this guy is willing to go to push the main character's button. And this is always a nice sight to see. And also, I love seeing Akashi's and the main character's quick thinking when they were constantly trying to avoid their past self. So, and like there weren't any positives. There were positives. But just had to mention that, yeah, this series, at least so far, it doesn't have the it factor that the original series had, though. Not saying this series is bad, but this episode was just mainly fine. Which is just weird to say because the original series, I remember there weren't any episodes where I thought it was just fine. Like almost every episode was utterly fan-fucking-tastic. This series is like, yeah, it just felt fine, and that's about it. What can I say? The original series just set the bar so freaking high, but hey, the series might finally get into its groove in the 4th, 5th, and 6th episode, hopefully. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the episode, y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Thank you very much, Carlito, Dan, and Conja User for reacting on the live chat. And everyone else, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a great day or night, y'all. Bye-bye.